Hello everyone! So, about a few weeks ago, I went down to Ottawa for the first time to compete. It was so much fun and super exciting. I actually ended up filming the whole entire trip, vlogging it, just talking about it, everything imaginable. And once I got home, I edited it, put all the clips together, and the video actually ended up being like 30 minutes long. And yeah, that was, that's way too long. No one really wants to listen to some kid that rides horses for that long. For my channel, anyways, 30 minutes is insane, especially for my first time doing kind of content like this. So I was trying to think of another way that I could make the video shorter, but still keep it interesting. So I thought that I would do a voiceover. So I still have all the content, like I still have all the clips, obviously, as you can see, and I'll just kind of talk through it. I've also been seeing a lot of equestrian YouTubers that will take their videos of them riding and kind of talk through it, which I think is really cool and super beneficial. So I decided to do something similar so you can see when I compete and when I go out. I'll talk through it and say what I did wrong and say maybe what I liked about my round. Because I think they're awesome. So it's kind of like a diary and a journal, and it helps people learn, and it really just kind of helps me learn. So I'm excited to do that. So yes, please enjoy the video. Alright, so to start off our week at Ottawa, we decided to do a schooling trip because that, typically seems to be a better idea than jumping right into a division, especially at a new venue. So doing a schooling trip is always a good idea, so that's what we did. Now, when I start any of my rounds or any trips, any division really, I like to start really forward with a lot more pace. And this line was actually really forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that was the 7, and it was definitely a moving 7, so I needed that big pace regardless, so it kind of worked out. And to this oxer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I put the ad there because I felt like that putting the ad was a better idea, and besides it was a schooling trip, so it's good to have that rideability. And here it's the Liverpool. Now it was definitely a little bit awkward because I didn't know how she would take the Liverpool, but I lived, so that is all that matters. So I got through that, and she jumped it fine, so it was okay. Now, coming around here, there's an oxer, and that was not too bad. And then a bending line, and I moved up to that oxer, which worked out. And coming around here to an in and out. There's the in, and there's the out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I got the stop because typically Nafia is definitely a lot more horse in the ring, and she's typically a lot stronger. So I really pulled for that, and she surprisingly came back to me, so it was like, okay, whatever. But it was a schooling trip, so it didn't really matter for anything. So I mean, whatever, all you can do is learn from your mistakes. It wasn't that bad. We jumped it again, but definitely next time when she is that rideable, I guess it was unnecessary to be that aggressive. Okay, so this is our first class of our division in the meter 10s, and this class is the immediate jump off one. Now this isn't my jump off, this is just like the first part of it. A little bit of a spoiler alert, I did end up making it to the jump off, so I'll show that clip after. Alright, so the first two jumps are pretty good. Coming around here to this navy oxer. And she jumped that really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that was definitely a woeing 5. The course, I will admit, the courses that week at Ottawa were very hard for me anyways. And I had to ride really, really aggressively to this gray oxer because she doesn't really like those kind of turns, especially off the right like that. And the lines were very moving. As you can see, everything was very forward and flowing, besides that 5 stride. And I got her back there before the blue vertical, as you can see, or saw anyways. coming around here and finishing on my last line, which is vertical.
So what's it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strides to an oxer. And here is my jump off.
Remember that inside turn. You gotta look early and turn. Whoa!
Fifi got a fancy blue ribbon. We got second place today. Woo woo! Yes, we did. We did. It was pretty fun. Yeah, I think so. Pretty proud. Yes, Niffy. Yes. And now I have to wrap you and clean everything. Okay, so this is our speed round. And the first jump was pretty good, and we were already moving really forward. And there's our second jump, and I went for the gallop here. Really chasing time, trying to get that good time anyways. Jumped the oxer like a boss there. And we went on the outside of the vertical, and yep, we got another stop. I'm laughing because I totally sabotaged my horse there. She was like, what, there's an in and out? Like, I didn't even see that. I was like, I'm sorry. But a lot of people actually ended up stopping at that in and out because it was such a blind turn, and it was very surprising. So it's kind of why I'm laughing about it, because Nafia was like, what is that? What are those? You know? Okay, bad jokes. Whatever, guys. Okay. So I was still moving forward, hoping that I could still get that time. So we jumped that oxer. Pretty good. And then kind of a roll back to this green and black oxer. Forward again. And looking to my next jump. And did the same crap I did on my schooling trip. So you can see that I pulled, and I mean, I needed to get her back, but again, I got a little aggressive. So that's something I need to work on, definitely. But I think other than those two mistakes, everything in between I was pretty proud of, because we did some epic inside turns. Alright, so this was my last class of the whole week. This was on the Sunday, and it was a Sunday classic, so I got my white breeches on. My first time wearing them. They were new, and they look fabulous. Alright, so as you can see there, I turned and I was showing her another in and out, because the day before, like you saw, she stopped because it totally came out of the blue, so I just wanted to make sure that we would jump it, so no more surprises. So yeah, so I started my course a little forward, coming to this vertical at the side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. I fell. Yeah, so I fell mainly because, for starters, we weren't even straight, and Fee started drifting really hard, which completely took me by surprise. And because obviously my brain thinks really slow, so my go-to was to just put leg on and go forward. Obviously that made my horse even drift more, so that was a result of that. But you know, I think my whole entire week at Ottawa was a great experience. We definitely had some fantastic rides, and then definitely not so great rides, but I have to say that I learned a lot, and I really enjoyed it. And it was great. It was just a great weekend, and I definitely hope to go back next year. So, yeah. So if you guys like this video, please let me know. I'll definitely make more content like this if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe, because that would be awesome, because then you can see more videos and more of me, because I like to think that I'm pretty epic. And comment and like and share and do all that fun stuff. You guys know what to do. Also follow me on Instagram, because I have an Instagram and you can ask me questions and give me more video ideas on there. So I'll leave that in the description. So, bye for now, guys.